Twice a year, News 8 partners with Citizens Bank to support efforts of nonprofit organizations making a difference in the communities in which they serve. Champions in Action has awarded more than $7 million, enabling these groups to continue their unique mission. News 8's Jocelyn Memento was there for the latest surprise check presentation.
You ready?
All right, here we go.
We basically cut it
Yep.
on the edge.
Yep.
I spin it around.
Wearing a hazmat suit, Ned Handy, president of Citizens Bank, is volunteering at this recycling facility, learning the basics of taking apart a mattress. This is Park City Green in Bridgeport, a mattress materials recycling program operated by the Greater Bridgeport Community Enterprises, or GBCE. While workers of the Nonprofit Development Corporation are hard at work, outside, people like Mayor Bill Finch are gathering for a big surprise. Within minutes, all is revealed. GBCE is named the first Champions in Action of 2013, sponsored by Citizens Bank and News 8.
It gives me great pleasure, Adrian, to announce that Greater Bridgeport Community Enterprises is our first champion in 2013, so congratulations.
Adriana Well heads up Community Enterprises, launched in 2006, committed to creating new businesses and jobs in the flourishing green economy. The well-deserved recognition comes with a huge check.
We are thrilled to present you this check for $35,000, which is it's all yours. It's all yours. And it's all yours to do with whatever you want to do with it.
What we want to do is to continue to create green businesses that can employ our folks here in Bridgeport.
That's good news for Mayor Finch and for a city struggling with unemployment.
And Adrian Well and her team is doing a great job taking things that everybody else is throwing away and making them into products and jobs. And it's just wonderful to see.
What's being done here is what makes GBCE a champion in action.
Did you ever think that 400 mattresses a week on average, that all those mattresses would have ended up in the landfill? And here this operation is that takes them all apart, bundles all this stuff up for reuse, and things like carpet padding. They're training people. They've gauged their operation towards those who need it most. They're providing jobs.
Adrian, what is this all about?
This is all about getting people to work and getting families to be sustainable economically. And it's all about getting Bridgeport to be sustainable in the green sense and in economically as well.
This is only a handful of designated eco-industrialized parks in the country. Already more than $3 million infused into nearby neighborhoods.
We make sure that they do all components of the job here in the factory so that they have a good skill set. They could work in warehouses after this. They could stay with us and learn how to do the commercialization and the marketing. They could get a commercial driver's license and do deliveries and pickups.
People with a troubled past like Angel Morales are getting a second chance at life.
Actually, I was just looking for work. I was unemployed. I would basically just work for myself, fixing cars. I was looking for work. It was kind of difficult because of my background. Until my son seen a news report one night and told me that they would be hiring people with my background, and it's just been difficult for me to get hired at any particular company because a lot of companies are unwilling to hire felons. Given the opportunity that I've received, I've made the best of it. So I've committed myself to doing the right thing, and here I am.
He's thankful for the opportunity to move forward and take care of his own family.
6 months later, I own a new car, thank God, and you know, I pay bills, and I've achieved the opportunity of no longer being on probation or parole.
More lives will certainly benefit.
This is what I call seed money.
With the blueprint GBCE has in mind for the money it has received.
Right at the top of our list is that we want to create a green business hub.
Enabling community groups to continue and expand their mission is an essential component of Champions in Action.
What they do for the environment, what they do for job training, what they do for job placement in some of the tougher areas with some of the people that need it the most is just amazing. And on top of that, the green approach, and to be so good for the environment.
Greater Bridgeport Community Enterprises, the 40th Champions in Action.
All right, and here to tell us more about our Champions in Action program is Ned Handy, the president of Citizens Bank of Connecticut. Welcome back to the show, Ned.
It's great to be here, Teresa. Thanks.
Why don't we recap what the program's all about?
Right, so we are in it together, 10 years
Absolutely.
now, actually going into our 11th year. So the champion gets
$35,000. And we have a partnership with the champion. Both you and Citizens and News 8 have a relationship where we do public relations. You guys do a public service announcement, which we just saw parts of, which is incredible. So they get visibility. They get some cash untethered that they can do with what they want to support their programs. And they get volunteerism from both News 8 and from Citizens. They get visibility on both of our websites. They get visibility in our branches. We'll have brochures in the branches for the whole 6-month period. And then the best thing for me is I get to spend time with the executive director doing sort of a peer-to-peer mentoring relationship, which is
You really had some hands-on experience with this one. There are so many nonprofits that do great work. You get a ton of nominees. What made community enterprises stand out?
Yeah, you just heard parts of it. So what they do for job training, what they do for giving people a second chance in life, what they do for the environment. So the notion that they can provide financial literacy, job training, which goes all the way from life skills training through to actual on-the-job work and on-the-job training. And then you heard Adrian Well talk about it. They can go on to be truck drivers. They can go on. The skills they learn here will serve them for the rest of their lives. So it's just a great point. And then the environmental element of it is fantastic.
It's always great to get a second chance like the man we saw in that video. Ned, you actually got your hands dirty with this. What was that like?
Yeah, so I learned how to deconstruct a mattress. I didn't realize that every part of a mattress, well, almost every part, is recyclable. So whether it's the springs or the wood that gets used in garden shops or the foam mattress that lining that gets used for carpet underlayment, it gets recycled. So think about it, 400 mattresses a week that would have otherwise ended up in the landfill.
Yeah, they're doing great things and creating jobs along the way.
Correct.
All right, Ned, thanks so much. We're out of time, but for more information about Champions in Action, go to citizensbank.com/community. All right, moving on here. Coming up next, we're going to talk to Jim Morong about the home lending solutions when style returns. Don't go anywhere.